Okay, so we're going to start our workers' rights in the United States presentations. If you are listening in the audience, please take notes and write down one thing that you liked about the presentation and also one question that you have. After the presentations are done, we will share our notes with the rest of the class. Okay, the first group to go is going to be Ting, Lena, and Sujal's group. Okay, do you want it like this, or do you want to see some of the notes?
Okay, just stay here for a little bit. Hi everyone. My name is Ting Yang. With my group, we went to a presentation today. The title here, Labor Union and Workers' Rights. So, as we know, from 1870 to 1900, workers work 10-hour shift, 6 days a week, and very low wage. They don't have enough food for family, so the women and children has to be work. The children, the younger as 8 years old, and usually go to the fashion to work to help the family. And at that time, they don't. The employer don't have any offer. They don't have any benefit, no health insurance. Even the worker get hurt from the job, they don't get any pay. Pregnant women usually get fired. So go next. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, someone's calling me. I need to pick up phone. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm sorry. Do I still hear? I was pick up phone. Okay.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Okay. So first labor union, the big union is called the National Labor Union. They fight for higher wage and shorter hours, but they don't. The member that don't include the African Americans. So the next labor union is start 1869. They call the Lights of Labor. They fight for all the workers, including women and African Americans. Okay, next. Also following that have 1882. They wait, I'm sorry. So next is the, well, I forgot the whole name. ARU. ARU. Sorry, I didn't write down the whole name. It's American. I'm sorry. Is anybody know the whole name of ARU? I think it's called American something. American Right Union? I don't know. Sorry. AF.
Why don't you continue on?
I'm sorry. I don't.
It's okay. Just skip it. Go on to the next one.
The next one. Okay, next one. In 1886, AFL. So I got same problem. I didn't write down the whole name for AFL, but for AFL, for this union that is the joint that every member has skilled workers. But that help the work of like sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I lost myself.
Yeah.
I don't know how to present them.
No, but you can change to a net to. They have notes. The notes can
next page.
help you to remember this. Yeah.
Next. Oh, can you go to next page? Yeah.
Okay.
Shuzhao, is it you can present that one?
Yeah. I
Can you present this one?
Yeah, this one, I mean, I from the next one. Okay, I can present this. Yeah, okay. 19 January 11, 1912, in Lawrence, there broke out one of the biggest strike in American history, and the IWW union responsible for this strike. The slogan, the strike is "We want bread and the rose too." This strike lasted more than 2 months, and finally they achieved success. This is one of the most successful strikes in American history, and it's under the union's lead. Next, please. Yeah, we can change to the whole slide. I don't need the notes. In 1929 to 1939, the Great Depression broke in America. During the Depression, the union membership fell significantly because of the large scale of unemployed. At the depths of depression, about 1/3 of American workforce was unemployed. However, because of the widespread economic harm, create sympathy for working people. Next, please. Next, thank you. With the election of President Franklin Roosevelt, government began to look favorable on labor. The president Roosevelt sought many laws about labor. In 1932, one of the first pro-labor laws, the Norris LaGuardia Act. This act made the contract that side workers couldn't remain in or join in a union, known as Yellow Dog contract, unenforceable, and the law limited the power of federal courts to stop strike and other job actions. Next, please. And in 1935, the Congress passed the National Labor Relations Act, known as the Wagner Act. It gave the workers the right to join unions and bargain collectively through union representatives. Next. Then the time came to the World War II, 1939 to 1945. Then the key leader of the union promised not interrupt the nation's defense production with the strike, and the government control on wages and stealing wage gains. But in this period, the workers improved fringe benefits significantly, especially in health insurance. Next, please. We have a conclusion, the labor movement history accompanied by the union's history. The goal of them was fighting for workers' rights, and they did it. Thank you. My presentation is over. Thank you.
Would you like to play the video?
Yeah, okay. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Labor Day means time off from work, maybe a barbecue to mark the official end of summer. But how much do you know about what inspired its creation? The labor movement. The labor movement started around the industrial.
Can everybody hear okay?
Yeah,
Yes.
can hear.
I'm just gonna restart it.
To most of us, Labor Day means time off from work, maybe a barbecue to mark the official end of summer. But how much do you know about what inspired its creation? The labor movement. The labor movement started around the Industrial Revolution, a time in the late 19th century when America exploded in size and wealth. Advances in technology created manufacturing jobs, and people moved to cities to work in factories. But it wasn't the workers getting rich. It was their bosses who raked in big profits by paying low wages for long hours. Fed up with big business, industrial workers created unions to fight for better conditions. Unions are the backbone of the labor movement. But what exactly did they accomplish? Well, for one, you can thank the labor movement for your work-free weekend. In the late 1800s, the average American worked as much as 100 hours a week. Unions held strikes to demand shorter work weeks and an 8-hour workday to make time for family and relaxation. The most famous strike, the Haymarket Riots, happened in Chicago on May 1st, 1886, with thousands of people taking to the streets, and their voices only grew louder from there. The labor movement also protested child labor. Remember those black and white photos of children with dirty, sad faces wearing overalls and beanie caps? Those kids weren't playing outside, but they were working in factories. In 1881, unions demanded that businesses stop hiring kids under 14, and slowly but surely, measures against child labor caught on around the country. Eventually, all those protests got results. In 1938, Congress passed a law called the Fair Labor Standards Act, which set the 40-hour work week, regulated child labor, and set standards for minimum wage and overtime pay. In the 1930s and 1940s, workers were also able to negotiate health benefit plans from their employers. Though union membership is on a decline today, it's undeniable that the labor movement forever changed the way Americans live, work, and even relax.
Young people in large numbers.
Okay, our next presentation is from Anna and Xiaomeng.
Sorry. Hi, Anna is not here. I'm Xiaomeng, and we want to share with you the result of our learning about workers' rights in U.S. We've divided labor history to three main time periods up to 1875. 1875 to 1925 and 1925 to 1939. Next. Next. History up to 1875. Spontaneous strikers. First pregnant local units. First pregnant national units. National labor unit. Third stage. Yeah. Next. Yeah. You can see every information. Per history time period, 1875 to 1925. Do I need to describe everything?
You're presenting, so you
It's
decide.
up to you.
Okay. Next. I need Anna here, but she's not here now. It's her job now. Good night. Yeah, you can see every information in the picture. When, what, goal, achieve. It's very important. National level unit. Achievement is the campaigns for 8 hours workday. Currency and banking reform. Yeah. Next. A night of labor was created. Goals. The night admitted all workers, including women working American, is different unions. Achievement, you can see the main person, the picture, and this is Anna here. Okay, next. You can see all the information. Okay. Okay, next. Yeah, these are some photos happened during the strikers. Women that went on street to fight for their rights. Okay, next. Yeah, the most remarkable woman in the labor union movement, Mother Jones. Mother Jones, usually just called Mother Jones, was the most remarkable woman in the labor union movement. After losing her husband and children in the epidemic, she devoted the rest of her life to improve the lives of American workers, especially mine workers. She also drew attention to the government movement. Okay, next. The American Federal AFL. Yeah, you can see when, what, goal, achieve. It's already highlight. Okay, next. You know this man, American Railway Union. Okay, next. You can see from the word. Yeah, strike. Pullman strikers. Okay, next. It's where continuous movement. You can see when, what, goal, achievement, achieved. Okay, next. This is about IWW in 1905. Big event. Okay. About next. You can see the fly on the wheel. See it complete. Yeah, the workers are complaining, and they do their efforts to Okay, next. Yeah. You can see the timeline here. We hope this milestone of labor's history show how many events and actions were done for workers' rights establishing. Okay, next. North. Okay. You can see the yellow dog. Okay, next, Robert. When what goal achieved, you can see okay. Next. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, this is the last page. Okay. Now we invite you to review our detailed presentation to make deep dive to historic factor and details. That's all. Hey, Robert, that's all.